The first day of a new year, and I just kind of want to talk about things that I did that helped me to become much more successful from where I started in 2025, and habits that I'm going to incorporate in 2026, and things that you guys should also incorporate to have a very successful year. So one of the things that I'm personally kind of proud of is that I gave a lot of my time early into the year to God. I focused on my relationship with Him. I led a few sermons and I led a youth group, and in order to lead those things, I had to personally take more control of my own relationship with God and dive into the Word and actually read it, actually understand it. Because it's different when you don't take on responsibilities like that as a man. Like, you may go to church every Sunday, but you're just listening to what's being said, and maybe you're distracted, maybe you're on your phone even during church, and you're not really getting the whole lesson, you're not really even taking it seriously. But when it comes to you leading, you know that people out there are listening. You know that there's people out there that are more educated than you. There are people out there that spend more time than you. So you have to watch your words. You have to make sure that you're taking what's in the Bible and delivering it to the people with maybe a little bit of like a life lesson, things that you learn from it, these lessons that you see in your own personal life. And one of those things that I think that is so important to understand for people is right here, written in Psalms 127 verse 1, and it says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." So think about it, like, if you do not include God in what you're doing in your year, then He can make sure that your hands produce no effort. You can work every single day for 18 hours for the entire year, and you're still gonna be in the same place or even further back. You might face some challenges with your health or something like that. And if you don't incorporate God, then your hands will not produce good fruit. And even if you do, you can produce so much more with God. And that's the biggest lesson that I'm personally gonna take into 2026. There's tons of verses all over the Bible that speak on this. It's like that your hands will not produce fruit, or these people, they were against God's people, and they tried to go against them, and God made sure that their weapons broke or whatever it was. I just want you guys to know that God has a plan for each and every one of us. And the moment that we start going against that plan is the moment that the tides start going against us, and we start swimming against the tide, and it becomes so much more difficult to move forward. When you are moving with God, then you're moving at 100 times or even 10,000 times the pace that you would have normally been moving at. All of a sudden, people will come into your life that you would have never expected, and all of a sudden things are churning for the better. And that's the number one thing that I'm going to tell you guys that you must incorporate into your life, because we all lose sight of it. We give in to the desires of our flesh. And when God sees our heart and sees that the only reason we're doing this is to get at this person or to get at these materialistic things, that's the moment that it becomes so much more difficult for us to get those. That's the moment that it becomes so much more difficult for us to achieve those things. My fiance's dad once told me that when money comes in, it should flow through you like this. But the moment that you start closing that off and trying to hold it in for yourself as much as possible is the moment that it stops flowing in. You will find another path where it can flow through, and that will most likely be another person that is more generous, that gives more to the people around them. One of my biggest lessons this year was to be more generous, to show more kindness to the people around me, because I was honestly a very greedy person. And I'm a day trader, and greed is one of the worst things that we can have. You can't always force an opportunity in the market, and you have to stop at some point. But when greed is seeping through you and asking you for more and more, you just keep going. And it only takes what you have. And that's one of the biggest lessons that I faced this year. And then for a more practical thing that I like to do, even though this isn't my journal, I'm actually not sure where to put it. There you go. Not even a physical journal. I prefer to keep it on this app called Day One that I have on my phone, where it's a lot more organized. I get to pin the most important stuff. I have 3 non-negotiables and then a daily to-do list. And typically, if I don't write my daily to-do list the day before, I'll completely not look at it at all. And that's just one of the punishments that I have, is just okay, I'm not gonna write it right now. I have to build a habit where if I'm going to have a to-do list, I'm not gonna waste time during the day. If I already failed to write it the night before, then I'm just gonna start working on whatever is the task at hand. But when you write a to-do list the day before, it makes your tomorrow so much more productive. It makes your tomorrow so much more guided. and you wake up with a purpose. Because another thing that I personally struggle with is waking up in the morning. I like to sleep in. I have a very cozy bed. I don't have work in the morning. My job is pretty much whenever I get up and start working. I love waking up early and working, but I just never have the motivation. I never had a reason why. I didn't have to wake up earlier to work. I can wake up later and still work. I find myself to be so much more productive in the mornings. And one of the ways that I helped myself to be able to get up earlier was to write it in the to-do list, was to plan the night before so that I knew to wake up in the morning. And when I have that plan done, what I do is, like, as soon as I write that plan out on my phone, I turn it off, put it down, and I go to sleep. But typically when you don't do that, you're exhausted at the end of the day and you just want to scroll some reels. 5 hours goes by and now you're up until 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. And that stuff seeps into your next day. That's when you struggle to wake up in the morning. That's when you struggle to be productive. You wake up feeling trashy and you don't feel like working at all. So one of the things is journal the night before. That's the last message I'm going to give you guys in this video. Stay close to God. Let money flow through you like a river. God will give more to somebody that gives more to others. Stop being greedy and be generous to the people around you. Be compassionate. And lastly, journal the night before. Plan out your next day. Those are 3 things that are going to help you become successful in 2026. It's January 1st. If you haven't already, go and write your goals for the year and actually work hard at them. I have a lot of goals and not enough time to achieve them. And similarly for you guys, you think that you have a new year ahead of you, but in reality, it flies by like this. So stop being foolish with what you do with your time. Be productive, be goal-oriented, and you're going to be proud of yourself by the end of the year. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video.